We got breaking news to discuss involving LiAngelo Ball, G3G Honcho. Listen, it seems like every day now is something new involving this record that LiAngelo put out called Tweaker. Listen, we ain't nothing but what? Whenever you get in this video, a little over 48 hours away from the next single, reported by Lonzo. LiAngelo has more heat coming, but we got to discuss this because LiAngelo will be performing at the Rolling Loud Festival in California. Listen, the success of this record is just on another level, y'all. You know, Jello is on the stage with some of the biggest artists in the game, some of the biggest commercial artists in the game. Just about all the hottest artists will be there. We gonna get all into it, y'all. LiAngelo very well could have found, you know, his second, endeavor here. A new opportunity that he probably didn't envision, or even think in his wildest imagination this song would have took of a life of his own. Where's that now? LiAngelo will be performing again, ladies and gentlemen, at the Rolling Loud Festival. This is big time, man. This is what it's all about. LiAngelo deserves this, man. This is big, man. Rolling Loud even posted this out. He deserves it. When you got all of these artists up here, he'll be up there with YG. Who else? You got Sexy Red. I'm looking at some of these names. Obviously, you got ASAP Rocky doing big things. He'll be headlining, it looks like. But you got a lot of artists here that LiAngelo could collaborate with. You never know who will be on this remix. I also said that. Who's with an anthem like this? Jello need to be performing on every single day. Even on the 16th, because you look like Jello gonna be performing March 15th. He need to be performing on the 16th as well, because you got Playboy Cardi there, you got Quavo, you got what Dom Kennedy. You got a lot of other artists there. Y'all let me know some of the artists that y'all are interested in seeing, and who do you want to see LiAngelo collaborate with, because this is big, man. This is just a hit, record, point blank, period. I didn't, when I first heard the song, I didn't think it was a hit smash. I don't think anybody thought it was going to go to number one in the country. You understand? This is why Rolling Loud is calling. Don't be surprised if some of these other shows start calling, some of these award shows. When you got the hottest record, you got to be performing everywhere. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if Jello envisioned, after recording that song, what's about to take place. I mean, you're going to have people calling for Jello everywhere. Don't be listen. The Super Bowl coming up. You don't think Jello gonna be performing somewhere? In some capacity. Obviously that's Kendrick's stage, but this Jello, this song is taking a life of his own. These NFL stars. Who's to say Jello don't end up in the locker room? With the Super Bowl trophy getting passed out. Seriously. You look at Coach Prime Deion Sanders. It's so crazy that Coach Prime in Colorado, you know, the season is over, because I can only imagine. You seen Big Baller LeVar Ball out there, the CEO of Big Baller Brand. He was present at the Colorado game. And listen, Jello could be performing right there, in the middle of the locker room up there in Colorado. We all know that Coach Prime has basically a concert, you know, um, situation going on in the locker room. A lot of artists come and perform for everybody, after big wins and things of that nature. So Coach Prime got this thing going good, for his whole situation. He's gonna bring the stars, but I want to see Jello just go to another level here with this record now. Rolling Loud, the sky's the limit now, for this song, in my humble opinion. We don't want to put this song in a box, I'm telling you, this song needs to be out. Um, y'all let me know, are y'all ready for the second song? Because if the second song is fire, in this magnitude. Listen, this is good. Now we talking something crazy now. All jokes aside, what if he get Boss Man D'Lo on the remix? Look at Boss Man D'Lo, and I'm looking at some of these artists that he got here, because he'll be basically rubbing shoulders with these guys. Pause. So I want to see if you got Cash Go Bang. He gonna be there as well. One of the hottest artists in New York. Um, I'm just saying, you got a lot of people that's gonna be requesting to get on this record. Now it's up to Jello to figure out what he want to do with it. Jello, he kind of do things a little differently anyway. So who's to say that LiAngelo doesn't do like an East Coast mix, a West Coast mix, a Midwest, overseas. So we got to understand what kind of you know, person Jello is, and Big Baller Brand. They're gonna be looking to maximize this situation. Not minimize it, but maximize it. And that's really all you need. In my humble opinion. This is big time for the Ball family. Because this just shows that you another evolution. Of this family, like the multifaceted. Just they just do so much. It's just unbelievable. Just you can't box these guys in nothing. You can't label them one thing, because they just dominate in multiple areas. Pause. It just is what it is. But Rolling Loud, this festival is gonna be big time. LiAngelo is gonna be there. I gotta look at the calendar to see, who might be playing that day. But who's to say who he might have with him? So a lot of these guys have these sets. So by March, Jello might have 4 or 5 records out. He might have a whole album. Like I said, don't box these guys in. Don't box them in. So we can't. Who's to say he don't have a whole, situation? Maybe a deal. I'm telling you, when you get a record like this, labels calling. Do you got another one? You don't think labels is calling? And this is what the game needs. You understand? They need this kind of music, this feel good music. That this is something that everybody can play. And that's what you want. You don't have to just play this for one specific audience. This kind of song can go, like I said. Listen, no, I'm telling you, it's about to go down, man. LiAngelo Ball, Rolling Loud in Cali. We all know he's born in Chino Hills. A Chino Hills prodigy, a legend. LiAngelo Ball is returning home to perform, man. It's going down. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. Peace and love.